At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The second of two games tonight, it's the Browns and Steelers underway to wrap up week 2.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
Right out of the gates, Lance going to the air.
And his first pass is incomplete.
You look at this Browns defense.
They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Here's Lance.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Steelers send out their punter now. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Again, it's Henry. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Throwing, Duggan. Over the middle, complete to Addison.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On the counter, it's Henry, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Here's Duggan to throw.
Rolling to his left.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Duggan looking to throw.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Michael Mayer.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when Barkley hit and the ball pops free. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays. And there's an example of that right there.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
The Steelers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Barkley will score. Touchdown, Steelers. So his great start to the season continues. He found the end zone time after time in the opener last week. And he does it again here in Week 2.
And Brandon, we have a lot of coaches sell us week to week that there is no momentum, there is no carryover. Every game is its own entity. But after what we saw him do last week and now punching one in here, I'm starting to think that there is a carryover in his field.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Duggan will look to throw this. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Duggan.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Duggan now to throw.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Henry running right. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
These two teams all tied after one. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it facing a second and long situation.
They'll run it again with Henry.
Had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Probably what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Lance on the option left.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Connects with Kittle underneath.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Well, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Lance now on first down.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Now Lance on the bootleg.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Steelers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
B.J. Ojulari able to make the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Quickly to Addison here.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis.
Jordan Brooks with it. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Brandon, I won't go overboard here, but it looks like he's off to another nice start after what he did last week when he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And obviously a great start to the season, doing it in week 1. He's one of those guys we maybe had pegged for a big year, showing out so far.
Now, you did say that to me in preseason. Looks like you're on target.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Lance looking to throw it. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd down, here's Barkley.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance.
Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can...
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Now Lance. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. To throw is Duggan.
And he comes back with one complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
3rd and 3.
A final shot before break. Dugan.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. The gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On 1st and 10, Dugan. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Derrick Henry from 19 yards away.
And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Ready? Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. Now inside the 25. DK Metcalf.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
DK Metcalf, 77 yards. And the Steelers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point try now for Moody.
It's up and good to make it 21-17.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they are not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
Inside handoff, Henry.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Well, this is caught by Williams. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Duggan.
They set up the screen for Henry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. That time Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And this defense not giving them anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Wait.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away. And and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing, Duggan.
And that is incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Oh, terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Here's Duggan to throw.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, there he goes left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
85 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
On the option right is Lance. Through the middle of the field.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Trey Lance.
36 yards.
And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Duggan looking to throw. Hitting Mayer here on the out route.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Duggan will look to throw this.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Duggan. Caught by Mayer. He's got room at the 30.
And down to the 27-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now. Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Derrick Henry.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And the Steelers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
The Lance going to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Steelers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Here's Lance to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. On the return, here's Agnew. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
Pushes him over, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
122 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A first down carry for Barkley. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a two-point ball game. And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Lance looking to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll come up first and 10 here. And the busy night for Henry continues. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Plenty of time. All three timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll come up now. This is second and long. He's back to throw. Now he's into the clear again. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. Berrios now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's first and 10.
Watch out now, 50 Fury.
Here's Lance. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it? This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the fourth now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away. We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott.
This to put an end to a wild Monday night. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Well, he had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
Now he dumps this off over the middle and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Duggan now to throw.
And he's got his man on the out route. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together, and I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely. That would light an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Henry up the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They go play action here on 1st down. This is caught, and he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much score...